So some of you guys may be wondering after watching that last video, how in the world do these people do that without cell phones? I mean, that's a long ways. That's a lot of stuff. We don't have the internet. We don't have any kind of connection with one side to the other. I mean, like when we paired back to looking at, we look back to Xerxes and Darius and people like that. They used a system of roads called the Royal Road and that kind of stuff. The Romans did the same thing. All roads lead to Rome. Well, these guys kind of just had a huge network of trade. But I thought this was super cool whenever I was looking at it because Genghis Khan, I'm just going to read this real fast. Genghis Khan used homing pigeons as messengers for military and political instructions. As he expanded his empire, which got really big. Again, it's the biggest one that's ever been, like the largest land-based empire that the world has ever seen, with continuous landmass. As he expanded his territory, he set up a pigeon relay system, like where the pigeons would go from one place, and then they would be trained to go back and forth from one place to another, and they would basically ship little pieces of paper with stuff written on it all the way across the empire using a system of pigeons going back and forth. So basically, it would go all the way from Eastern Europe all the way. They could get everything all the way to Beijing. Essentially, they could get all the way from one end of the empire to the other. So I thought that was super cool. If you're wondering how they did it, that's it. So I don't know. Most of us can't imagine a life without electronics, but especially if you're watching electronics right now. But the messages they were able to get across that vast empire were sent by birds.